Hey peeps, for the envelope album that I'm going to show you, I'm going to use the We Are Memory Keepers envelope. What do you even call this thing? Punch board. That's what it is. And we are going to use the size 4x6. I think it's the perfect size for this organizing album that I am going to create using all of the Reset Girls' newest collection, GirlFriday. I'm using the Reset Girls' newest collection, GirlFriday. When I printed out the papers, I made sure that they were printed double-sided. As I said earlier, the punch board is easy to use. It gives you the paper size and the score line, and all you have to do is line it up, punch it, flip it, line it up, oops, and score it. Don't forget that. Score, line it up, make sure it's right, punch, score, and flip and do it all over again. Easy as that. I like to fold all of the edges down just to make sure I've got a really good crease for when making the envelope. Then I just repeated the same steps for all of the papers that I am going to be putting into my album. Now I'm going to put them together and just kind of play with it and see what side of the paper I want to use, which envelope I want to put where, until I make sure that it looks just right. At this point, I'm not using any glue or any tape runner or anything like that. I just want to put it together and make sure that I like the way that it looks. In order for the book to close correctly, I'm going to take and score the envelope closure at about 1/4 of an inch. Don't score too hard or you will rip the paper like I did. But 1/4 of an inch seems to be perfect for this many envelopes. Since I ripped the other one, I went ahead and made an extra envelope, scoring it again at 1/4 of an inch for 5 envelopes. When I put it together, I just didn't like the way it lined up. It didn't line up as well as the other one, so I just went ahead and set the other one aside. Now I'm just picking the brad that I want to use for the closure. Another reason why I chose not to glue them yet is because now I can open up the envelope and I can take my scoring tool, my stylus, and I can measure exactly where I want to put it and pierce the paper and put the brad in without having the complications of the envelope being closed already. I roughly measured out some string and wrapped it around the brad. And then I just kind of put it back together and make sure that I have enough string to wrap it around a couple of times until I'm satisfied and I like the way it looks. Now I'm going to put the envelopes together using the double-sided tape from American Crafts. I started with the last envelope, and what I'm doing now is a mistake. I should have started on the inside of the envelope like I'm doing now. Because the glue on the bottom side of the envelope is too long, I'm just going to grab some washi and cover it up so that way it doesn't interfere with when I want to load the envelope. And then I'm just going to follow this step with the rest of the envelopes, making sure to put the glue on the inside, not on the closure. Now putting the actual album together is a little bit tricky, but easy at the same time. You're going to put the double-sided tape on all three edges of the flap of your envelope. Then you flip it upside down and carefully tuck it inside of the next envelope. That's how you create your last page. You can see here that I made a mistake, and so I got out the undo and I just removed it, let it dry, flipped it over, and put the tape back on that side. Remember how as I was scoring the 1/4 inch, I had ripped through the paper? Well, I added some washi tape to the inside, and now I'm just going to take a clear sticker and cover right over it to secure it. Mostly for aesthetics, because it really doesn't make that big of a difference. Not to me anyways, it may to some people. to decorate the outside and the edges of my album. Again, all of the elements that I have used are from the Reset Girls' latest collection, GirlFriday. Now the album is complete. I've put it together and decorated the front. I like the way it turned out. Now I'm going to decorate the inside. I'm using this particular album to put all of the Reset Girls collection into each envelope. The Paper Punch Buffet is this particular one right here. The Faithful Life kit. All of the kits have a special envelope. That's where I will store all the bits and pieces as I fussy cut them or just trim them down so that they fit into the envelope. And here you have the completed album, all stuffed with all of the different elements from all of the different collections. I'm sorry, not collections, kits. The first envelope contains the Crafty Club kit. The next is the Lister's Got a List. Next you have the Faithful Life Club, the Paper Punch Buffet, the Snippets, and the florals. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up, and if you feel like it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Have a great day.